Aloha friends, and welcome back to Aloha Jen's beauty blog. For those of you that are new here, hi, my name is Jen and I am a licensed esthetician in the state of California. Well, welcome to this video. So today we are going to have an updates video and my recommendations for the Sephora Sale, which starts Friday, August 31st for Rouge members. You get 20% off if you're a Rouge member. And I believe it starts on Tuesday, November 4th for insiders and VIBs. And insiders will get 15% off and VIBs will get 10% off, something like that. But the Sephora brand is 30% off for everyone. So before we get into my Sephora Sale recommendations, I have a couple of announcements. So Ulta does have K-Beauty on sale right now. For most brands, it is 30% off. My recommendations for their sale, from what I could see, are going to be the VT PDRN line along with their Riedel shots. Now, I have pretty much the entire VT PDRN line, and I would say I love every product that I've tried except for one, which is these PDRN Capsule Cream 100. So this is a sort of like water gel cream, and it has these PDRN capsules that are suspended in here. They have ceramides, peptides, antioxidants. The capsules are where all your anti-aging ingredients are. Now, the base is like a watery gel. It's almost like a serum, and the capsules are a little bit creamier. And if you have dry skin, you want to add like 2 to 3 capsules. But what I find is, for me, I've been adding 2 capsules, and it's just way too much. And I find that this doesn't really set down on the skin. So this arrived on Sunday, and I'm still on the fence of whether I like this or not. I actually prefer the PDRN 100 cream, but I love every product so far I've tried from the PDR line and the Riedel shots. So this line does get my stamp of approval. Now, there's a couple of other brands that are on sale. One of the other brands that I was hoping that was going to be on sale was going to be the Benayo. That's not on sale, and I'm not for sure if Anua is on sale. For Anua, I love their Heart Leaf Pore Cleansing Oil, and I love their toners, and that's all that I've tried so far. But just to let you know that they are having 30% off most K-Beauty brands on Ulta. Now, another announcement is my Sama. Let me grab one of my Sama's products. Let me find one here. I think I have this one here. Okay. So my Sama is having their Black Friday sale, which starts on Saturday, November 1st, and it's going to run all the way through December 1st. I'm sorry. And if you spend $100, you get 30% off the entire website. If you spend $600, you get 50% off. So it's a great sale. And I do not have a code for that sale because affiliate codes you cannot stack on that sale. But if you use my links, I will get credit. So for my Sama, I recommend their LED light devices. I love the Prana mask, the chin to heart mask. I love their ABP11 Green Rooibos Gentle Resurfacing Toner, the Green Rooibos Serum Light, and their Hydrating Atomizer Spray. So those are my favorites from their skincare. And I will list all my favorite My Sama products in the Shop My Shelf link, that if you go down into the description box, all these products that I'm talking about today for my recommendations, I'm going to put one single link, and that's going to take you to my shelf for this video that will have all the products for my recommendation. Discount codes will be listed in there, and then the links to Sephora will be also listed in there. But I just wanted to let you know, my Sama's sale starts on Saturday, November 1st, so this Saturday. And then on November 7th through December 1st, Calisom's Black Friday sale starts. And if you spend $150, you're going to get a free professional serum. And it's the 5 ml size, which is this size. And I believe if you spend $200, you get a 50-gram size of the Calisom MAC cream. But once we come closer to that sale, hopefully I will pop on and share all the full details of that sale. And then my discount code is also stackable with their sale. Now, as far as things are going here on the channel, I know I haven't had a video up in 2 weeks, and it's because my schedule has been different like almost every single day. And plus I went on a little mini vacation. So my schedule's changing yet again. So this week and next week I'm working Saturdays. So this week I work Tuesday through Saturday. Next week I work Tuesday through Saturday. And then the following week I'm gonna have off on Mondays, except for the week of Thanksgiving. So going forward, starting in December, my schedule, as I know, is gonna be Tuesday through Friday, and I have to work 2 Saturdays a month. Now, I am going to have some short days. I am going to have some long days, but it's hard to say because we are slow at work right now. So we're trying to navigate, the business with our slow schedule. And then also we did have some layoffs. I made it. Thank God. Thank you, Lord. So I just wanted to let you know that from everything that's been going on with my work schedule and my mini vacation, that I haven't been able to come on here and film videos for you guys. And I apologize for that because I kind of left you off with that fall reset series. So I plan to hopefully get back into the fall reset series, but it's really hard for me right now with my changing schedule that's different every single day. And I hope you guys understand, because like I mentioned to you guys all the time, I know, is that I do not do YouTube for a full-time gig. This is a hobby for me. I do this for fun and to help you guys, okay? And then also another thing is I haven't been able to reply to my comments. I haven't been able to like them or put a heart next to them or love them because somebody hacked into my YouTube account with a password, and I changed my password, but then they hacked into it again. So YouTube is looking into it. So hopefully by the end of this week, it will be all fixed and I can reply to all your wonderful comments. I can see them, but I cannot reply to them. And I apologize for that. I am not ignoring you. I promise you, I'm not ignoring you. So now let's get into this video. So that is it for the updates. Please bear with me as my schedule is changing and I really cannot commit to anything right now, and I hope you understand. I do have some empties I'd like to share with you. I'm going to start that back up. Maybe I'll start favorites next month, but I also have a PR haul video that I need to share with you guys because I need to start using some of these products. Some of them I just went ahead and started using because, Black Friday is coming up and I wanted to let you know my thoughts. So please bear with me. Now, I'm going to break this up in sections. So I'm going to have to do some starting and stopping because there's going to be a lot of products here and I don't want them all piled up in front of me to where I will be like knocking them over and everything like that. So what I'm going to start with first is going to be hair care. So I will go pull those products and come back, and then we're going to go into skincare and then makeup. So I'll be back. Okay, so we have a lot of hair products here. Please don't judge me. So I'm going to start off with K18. So I do love K18 as a brand, and I think that they make some really great products. They have one of the best bond repairs on the market. I do use this actually once in a while, especially right after I get my hair colored. This is their leave-in molecular repair hair mask. My only complaint with this is how you use it. It's not really something that I can do during the week. It's more something that I would do on the weekends. But however, if I get my hair colored during the week, then I will make this fit in. So this, one thing I don't like about this is how you use it. You have to wash your hair, cleanse it with a shampoo, and then you apply this after onto towel dried hair in sections, and you leave it on for 4 minutes before you can go in with anything else. Now, if you have really damaged hair, your hair is going to be really tangly, and then you can sometimes, use too much of this, and then it really affects your hairstyle. So this is really nice. Another thing I don't like about this is the price. It's $75 for 50 mLs. I think the price has gone up on this. So that's another thing, but it is a great product and it does work if you follow the instructions. The shampoo I love to use with this is actually their Peptide Prep pH Maintenance Shampoo. They have 3 shampoo formulas now. They have a detox shampoo and then they have their damage control. I've tried their damage control shampoo and conditioner. I did not like it for my hair. I've tried their detox shampoo and that just literally destroys my hair. It strips it of everything. I do not like that shampoo whatsoever. This one works great for me when I use the K18 treatment. I love this. My favorite product from K18 of all time, and this is fairly new, is their Astrolift Reparative Volume Spray. I love this to add volume in my hair at the roots. I love the scent of this. It's kind of got a really nice gourmand fragrance, but it's not too sweet, not too caramelly. It's got a little bit of a musky, pretty scent in it. I love the way this smells. And I wish they had other products in their line that smelled like this because it is beautiful. But this gives me such great volume. I have control. You can layer it. You can apply this to dry hair if you need to refresh it. But I love this because it feels light. It doesn't feel like I have hair volumizer in my hair, where some volumizers feel like you have, volumizing in there and it's like stiff and stuff. This leaves my hair really nice and shiny too. Now, what's special about the K18 styling products is that they do have that repairing protein in them. So, or that peptide. So if you have, really damaged hair, if you color treat your hair, you definitely want to include this into your hair care routine if it's in your budget. Now, this used to be my favorite dry shampoo. This is the Air Wash Dry Shampoo from K18. Now, if you use this correctly, it does work. There is a learning curve with this, but I do love this, but I do have a new favorite that has replaced this. What I like about this is that it really does clean the hair, but you apply it wet and it doesn't leave that white cast. However, if you apply too much, it can leave a white cast and be a little bit funny, but I do think that this is a great dry shampoo. I have recently tried their Molecular Repair Hair Oil, and this I would say I'm on the fence about. Excuse me. I picked this up because I needed something to help me a little bit more with some frizz on days where it's humid, and I wanted to try this. It did help for day 1, but not for day 2, and I think that this is really, really pricey. And with this, you have to remember a little bit goes a long way. Now, I have a lot of hair and 2 drops is enough for me. So if you use more than 2 drops, if you have thin hair, just start out with 1 drop, put it, between your hands and run it through your hair. But it is very interesting if you have frizzy hair. I'm still testing this and I'm on the fence about this, but it did help with my frizz for day 1, not day 2. Now, this is a new product for them. This is the Heat Bounce Conditioning Heat Protection. So this is a leave-in conditioner that has a heat protection for up to 450 degrees. You can apply this to wet hair. You can apply it to dry hair to restyle. I haven't had much luck with this because I feel this in my hair. It makes my hair feel heavy. But however, if your hair is really damaged, if you have just, freshly colored your hair, like bleached it or anything, and you want to use heat styling tools, I think that this would be really good for you. I just think it's really overpriced for what it is. And a lot of the K18 products, even though I love them, I do think they are overpriced. But the thing is that they have proprietary ingredients, and, you know, there you go. Anything that's proprietary or patented, they do raise the price on that because they do have to pay ongoing fees for patent lawyers and the patents for these products, okay? So that is it for K18. Now we have Color Wow. So Color Wow is my absolute favorite hair care brand. I've been using Color Wow now for almost 2 years, and it has changed my hair. It has made my hair healthy. I'm not shedding hair like how I used to. My hair has gotten so thick and so full, and it is really, really healthy. Don't judge my hair today because I did my hair in 5 minutes today. I let it air dry, and I got up late, and I just had to whip my Floetry hair serum through there really quick, and then I just let it air dry, and it looks like this, which I don't think it looks bad. But I could have put more work into my curls. They would have been, you know, it would have been curlier, more bouncier, and less frizz, but I didn't have enough time. So I use their Curl Wow line, the complete line, and I use their regular hair products. So when I wear my hair curly, I do use their shampoo and conditioner and their styling products. So after every shampoo, I first go in with their Money Mist. This is my favorite leave-in conditioner. I love this because it has heat protection in it, and it's very light, and it detangles my hair so nicely. This leave-in conditioner is a chef's kiss. I have been using this consistently in my hair for almost 2 years now, and I just love this. You can use this to smooth out your hair too, but I use it as a leave-in conditioner and a hair styler for when I smooth out my hair. And when I wear my hair curly, I spray this in my hair before I apply my products to comb through my hair. So I love Money Mist. It is a winner. I use their entire curl line. I have the Floetry Vital Natural Hair Serum and their Shook. This is their Mix Fix bundling spray. So I do use this. I love these. These have been so great for my curly hair. I haven't ventured out since I found these, which I could venture out, but I love the simplicity of this. I'm not using 5 different products in my hair when I style it, and that's what I love about these. So I use the entire Curl Wow line. Now, when I wear my hair smooth, I use their Color Security shampoo. I love this because this just focuses on cleansing, just like their curl shampoo. The curl shampoo is a little bit gentler than this. The Curl Wow shampoo, I love that because it has that ingredient called propopil in it. And propopil helps with locking your roots into the scalp. And since I use that shampoo and the Color Wow Youth Juice, which has propopil in it too, I'm not shedding hair like how I used to. And my hair, I was thinning right here on the sides. And this has like brought all my hair back that I lost from getting the vid a couple years ago and from the perimenopausal hair loss. And what I love about the Color Wow line in general is they have really great products that are effective. It's just that you have to know how to use them correctly, which you can't really find out how to use them correctly in shorts. There used to be a channel on here that did amazing videos of professional classes, but he has since moved on from Color Wow since they were bought out by L'Oreal, which I hope L'Oreal does not change Color Wow's formulas or change the ingredients. Once they do that, I'll probably have to find another hair care line because I'm sure I'll notice that it's not working for my hair. But so the ingredient propopil, which is in the curl shampoo and in their hair serum, helps with the elasticity of your hair follicle. So it creates like this root lock, so you shed less hair. Or if you're doing like braids or wearing your hair up in a ponytail, it doesn't weaken that hair follicle, so you'll shed that hair out. So love this serum too. But when I smooth out my hair, I use their Color Security shampoo, and I go in between the Money Mask and their Dreaming Hair Mask. So Money Mask I use, this is like a lovely regular conditioner. I love this to pair with when I wear my hair curly. I used this the other day actually. And then Dreaming, I love to use when I smooth out my hair or every like 2 to 3 shampoos. This helps with damaged hair. So if you have hair that feels like cotton, if you color treat your hair, if you have damaged hair from overstyling, if you have frizzy hair, if you have weak, brittle hair, this is so good and it works whether you wear your hair curly or you smooth it out. These are my 2 favorite hair masks and I use these all of the time. And then styling products for when I smooth out my hair, I will either usually do the K18 Airlift, and then I'll do Money Mist. And if my hair is feeling like really dry, then I go in, I pulled the wrong one, but I have the Dream Cocktail that is the coconut fused. So if you have really dry hair, or if you have that perimenopausal or menopause hair that always has that slight frizz, their coconut Dream Cocktail is amazing. It'll make your hair feel like silk. Now with these Dream Cocktails, they are heat activated, so you have to use them with heat. If you are not going to heat style your hair, then these won't work for you. So I love the kale infused and then the coconut infused. Now styling products here. Other styling. I love their Bombshell Volumizer too, but the Astro Lift has replaced that. The Bombshell is really, really nice. It's a foam. You don't feel that in your hair. It is a very nice volumizer too, but I have been hooked on this. I don't know I think maybe also it's because of the scent too. So this is my new favorite dry shampoo. This is the Instant Wow Advanced Dry Shampoo. What I love about this is I can get my hairstyle extended an extra 2 days. So normally around day 3 when I wear my hair straight, I start to get oily in my scalp, and that's when I go in with this. So if I spray this in my hair, I can go 5 days without washing my hair. What's nice about this dry shampoo is it actually feels like your hair is cleansed. Like it really cleanses those roots and it doesn't leave a white cast in your hair. But I will tell you, if you spray it too close and then you go in with the brush after, you will see that white powdery substance on your brush, but it goes away really fast. This is the best dry shampoo I've ever used. It doesn't irritate my scalp. The scent is a little strong, just so you know, but it gives me like I had freshly washed hair and it doesn't dull out the shine in my hair. I love Style on Steroids for when I'm putting curls in my hair with a curling iron, or when I want a little bit of extra volume, like a bombshell blowout. I love Style on Steroids for that. This is a texturizing spray, but I love it to give me some extra volume and oomph to the hair. This Texas Hold'em Big Hold Hairspray is fabulous. I love how this has a really nice hold and it holds its shape without feeling like you have hairspray in your hair. I could spray this in my hair after I've styled it. It will have movement and it won't feel like I have hairspray in my hair, and it will hold the style. Also, it is humidity resistant. Texas Hold'em, as we know, Texas is really hot and humid, and all the lovely ladies in Texas love to do beautiful blowouts and styles. So that's why they named it Texas Hold'em. It holds up to the Texas weather. So this is a really good hairspray, and I love it too. So, and I just wanted to let you guys know that a lot of these brands do have a better sale than Sephora. So if you're a Rouge member, some of these products aren't going to be worth it to purchase them on sale. I would check the brand's websites first for their sales versus if you're like, especially if you're only getting like 15 or 10% off, Make sure you check the brand's website first to see what kind of sale that they're having, because a lot of them are having sales right now. Like Hourglass is having 20% off right now, which if you're a insider or a VIB, you're not going to get that 20% off at Sephora. You have to be a Rouge member, just so you know. All right, so another favorite hair oil is the Virtue Healing Hair Oil. I love this hair oil. This is a lovely hair oil. It's repairing. I love the scent of it. It doesn't feel heavy in the hair. It's light. The only thing is I wish that this would be better with controlling frizz, but this is a beautiful hair oil and I still use it to this day. Another product that I like from Color Wow is their Pop and Lock. This is called a high gloss finish. This helps with frizz and protects your hair from UV. A little bit of this goes a long way. This is definitely heavier than the K18 hair oil and the Virtue Labs. But if you are looking for something that is a little bit more like instant frizz relief, this is really good. If you want to add some shine to your hair, or if you want to do a slick back hairstyle, this is really good too to tame the flyaways. All right, so that is it for hair care. So I'm going to put my last product, it's staring me here in the face. So I have the Dream Filter. So the Dream Filter helps remove mineral buildup in your hair, especially if you have hard water. I love to use this about every third wash. I spray it in my dry hair, I leave it in for 1 to 3 minutes, and then I wash it out of my hair and follow through with like conditioning. This has saved me. As I used to use blonde shampoo, like the purple shampoos, to brighten my blonde and my gray, and I don't need to use those anymore. Those can be really damaging on your hair. This works the best and it eliminates 2 products for me. So I use this and it's fabulous. I love to pair this with the Color Security shampoo, because the Color Security shampoo, it's not a clarifying shampoo, but it just focuses on cleansing the hair and the scalp. It doesn't have any fillers in it to help smooth, tame frizz, moisturize. All those types of shampoos actually block your hair follicles and create more of an unbalanced scalp. Since I've introduced Color Wow Color Security shampoo into my hair care routine, my scalp doesn't get oily like it used to. So these two together and your favorite conditioner, mwah, you will love me. All right, so next we're gonna go into skincare and then makeup. Okay, so I do have a couple skincare items here from Sephora. First and foremost is I have Biodance. So I have 2 products from Biodance. I have their Collagen Mask to Foam Cleanser. So this cleanser is for deep cleansing and pore perfecting. It is sort of a gel. A little tiny bit of this goes a long way. It is a really nice cleanser. It does leave your skin feeling really nice and hydrated and supple after. But if you have dry skin, I wouldn't recommend this for you. I would recommend this more for normal to almost oily skin types. But what I like about this is you can use it as a mask. So what you do is you're going to go in with your first cleanse, remove your makeup, your sunscreen, and then you go in with a little bit of this, apply it to the skin, and you leave it sit on your skin for about 2 to 3 minutes, and it deep cleanses those pores. This does have a light fragrance to it. It's not very strong. It's a fresh scent, but I have been testing it out and it is really, really lovely. However, if you have dry skin, I don't think you will like this. I would recommend the Prequel Cleanser. Next is I have the Biodance Collagen Gel Toner Pads. Now, what I love these for is if I don't have time to do a full-on sheet mask, and if I just want a spot treat, I love to put these on areas where I need that extra plumping. These are also great to travel with and use right after your airplane flight. So these gel pads, as you know, toner pads are pretty popular in Korea because you can spot treat with them without doing a full-on mask. I mean, you can use them for a toner pad too, but the essences are pretty thick, and their best is if you put them on a spot to spot treat and you leave them on for anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes, or you can leave them on longer. So they have like this clearish appearance. They're very juicy, and the serum is sort of thick, or sort of like an essence. But these ones are really nice and hydrating and plump up the skin. There is no fragrance to these, but they have a clearish appearance, and then after they're dry and they're ready to remove, they sort of turn white. So I do love these. They have a couple of different formulas, and I have the collagen gel toner pads. There's also a brand called MediHeal, which you can find at Ulta or on Amazon. They have several different formulas, and what they do in Korea with these is they will sometimes get 2 formulas and spot treat the areas with these per their concern. So you can even just pop these on your skin while you're applying your eye makeup, and then when you're done with your eye makeup, you can remove them, press them into the skin, and follow through with the rest of your makeup. So very nice for spot treating. I do love these. And then I have 2 masks here from Beauty of Joseon, or BOJ. So I have their Red Bean Refreshing Pore Mask. Now I love this mask for when I want sort of like more of a pore cleansing versus like hydrating. So this is brightening, and it helps refine your skin and the pores. This has like a very fresh banana scent to it. It's very light, but it reminds me of like I was just opening up a banana. It smells like a fresh banana. It's not like a fake scent. It smells like a real banana, and I love that. But I love this, and it has particles of the red bean in here. As you can see, this is what it looks like. A little bit of this goes a long way. But what I love about this mask, it is a clay mask, but it doesn't dry on the skin and become crusty and hard. It still stays, you know, sort of like, I don't really like the word, but it's still soft and it doesn't dry down hard. So if you have normal to oily skin, you will love this. If you have dry skin and you have large pores, or we'll say drier skin, not dry skin, because usually most people who have dry skin don't have large pores. But if you're noticing like, you know, blackheads, sebaceous filaments, larger pores, if you want to do a nice clay mask to refine those pores, this is very, very lovely. There is some gentle exfoliation with this too. Now we have the Ground Rice Honey Glow Mask. So this is also a clay mask, but this is suitable for those with dry skin. So this is going to refine the texture of your skin and add glow and some hydration and a little bit of moisture in here. It's also brightening because it does have the rice in it. Now this one, it's a little bit nicer packaging than the red bean, and it comes with a very nice spatula. But this one sort of smells like a little bit of rice and a little bit of honey, but these are both really, really good. So if you have drier skin, normal to dry, this is good for all skin types, but if your skin is a little bit on the drier side and you want like a nice, gentle exfoliation and just to refine the texture of your skin, that's who I would recommend the Ground Rice and Honey Glow Mask. Both of these masks are really, really good, and I was quite shocked because they are clay masks, but they don't get dry and crusty and dry the heck out of your skin. Now I have a new exfoliation product here. This was sent to me by Edom. So this is the Cashmere Peel Gentle Exfoliating AHA PHA Toner. This is so good. This is a milky toner, and I'll read you the ingredients. I'll tell you what it is. It's a fast fading peel with the softest feel. A glow generating milky exfoliant that lifts away layers of darkened skin cells, unclogs pores, and refines skin texture with proprietary fast fade complex. It's made for all skin types, and it has their fast fade complex, which is lactic acid, azelaic acid, glucolactone, which is the polyhydroxy acid, tranexamic acid, rice water, and colloidal oatmeal. Now, I will tell you that this is a bit stronger than the Maisama ABP11 Green Rooibos Exfoliating Toner. So if you have sensitive skin, this is the one that I would recommend. If you're looking for a liquid exfoliant, that one's gentler than this one. But you can give this the try and test patch it, but it is really, really good. I love this. So that is awesome. And that is it for my skincare. The next Sephora recommendations, there may be more because, you know, as I am dabbling into K-Beauty, I love K-Beauty because the formulas are effective and they're affordable. And, you know, with the current state of the economy and with what's going on with me and my personal life, I live in California, and my husband and I are getting tired of living here because it's so dang expensive, and the quality of life is just not great. That we have lots of crime around here now. I live in the Bay Area, and it's just really terrible. And my husband and I are getting tired of, you know, paying the price of living here. And we don't see ourselves retiring here in California because we wouldn't be able to afford it. So for me, I can't be spending a lot of money on these expensive products anymore. So I am researching and testing K-Beauty, and I have been loving it. I love the formulations. It's so much fun, and it's in the affordable price range. And since I have sensitive skin, a lot of the products work really well for my skin because they use gentle actives compared to Western skincare. So there are my staples in Western skincare that I love, and I will share that with you in another video soon. But K-Beauty for the win. All right, so I will be right back for makeup. Okay, so I'm going to try to really make this quick because I know this is going to be a really long video, but that's how it goes with my channel. So for a primer, my favorite primer is the CL Prime and Protect SPF 30 primer. I love this because it does have the mineral SPF in it, but it just really smooths out the texture of your skin, and it also helps the longevity of your foundation to last with that extra SPF protection. So this is a favorite primer of mine. It doesn't dry out my skin. It plays well with all my foundations. I will say though, if you have oily skin, this might not be the right primer for you because it does have a little bit of dewiness to it, just so you know. Now, as far as foundations go, I have two for you that I could recommend. I haven't been enjoying a lot of my luxury foundations because they're all fragrance. And what I find with the luxury makeup in their foundations and their concealers, they're heavily fragranced, and it doesn't get along with my skin too well these days. So I have a lot of luxury foundations that I'm gonna have to declutter, or I just wear them once in a while. I can't wear them for every day. So the two that I have that are not fragrance that I enjoy are one, the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I love this foundation. I think it is beautiful, and it's great for all skin types. However, I believe that I believe they're discontinuing some of their foundations. Hopefully they keep this one because this one is great for everyone, and you can buy it in two sizes. You could buy it in the full size of 1 ounce, and then I believe you can buy it also in a ½ ounce. And like I said, that one is great for all skin types. My other one, and they call this a skin tint. This is by CL. This is their Tint and Protect. For me, this is a foundation. It has more coverage than a skin tint. I love this. It is beautiful. But however, if you have oily skin, I don't think that you will like this because it can be really dewy on the skin, not luminous, but dewy. So if you wanted to try this, or if you are oily skin and it doesn't work out for you, I would recommend wearing a mattifying primer under this. I like this better for my skin when I wear the CL primer. I find it looks smoother on the skin. It lasts longer and it doesn't get as dewy on my skin. And I do have combination skin. I am normal with an oily T-zone because I do have large pores on my forehead, around my nose, and right in through here and on my chin. Those are the areas that I get oily. And this in the summertime can be really oily on me if I don't wear a primer, but I do love this foundation. I think it is gorgeous. But my absolute favorite foundations, which you can find at Sephora, are Chantecaille, the Future Skin Gel Foundation, which I am wearing today in the shade Vanilla, and their Cushion Foundation. I love this Cushion Foundation, and I'm looking for an alternative. I haven't found one yet. What I love about both of these is they are fragrance free, and these do have true skin loving ingredients in them, but they're, a light coverage foundation, and they look like your skin, but better. They melt into the skin, they blur, they're just so beautiful, and they're not fragrance. If I could find another foundation that is a cushion foundation that isn't fragrance and it works, I will let you know, because this is so outrageously expensive, but this is on my list for the Chantecaille sale. All right, so next we're gonna go into concealer. So I do have a couple of concealers that I love. One of them is not here. It is actually, I have a new one. I just decluttered an empty one, but it is the Colfi concealer. I love the Colfi concealer. It's not fragrance. It's a creamy concealer. It is, I would say it's about medium coverage concealer. I love that. It's so hydrating and so beautiful under the eyes, especially if you have mature skin. My other favorite is the Haus Labs concealer. I love this concealer. I use this as an eyeshadow primer, but this is also very beautiful under the eyes if you have mature skin. I do want to try the Gucci concealer, but I'm not sure if it's fragrance. If it's fragrance, that's going to be a hard pass for me. So the Colfi concealer and the Haus Labs concealer are my favorite. I am not wearing that today though. I am actually using the Future Skin Gel Foundation in the shade Vanilla as my concealer with an under eye brightener underneath. Now I have a couple of under eye brighteners that I really love. So the first one is going to be by Cali Ray. And I'm not for sure what shade this is, but what I love about this is it's not fragrance and it's a very light, thin formula for color correcting. So this is a great one. My only thing is it does come in a glass container. And if you travel with this, especially on the airplane, all this will come out. So this is not travel friendly, by the way, but I love this one. I think this is like Radiate something. It's kind of like a peachy pink color, but I love this. I used that today under my eyes on with the Chantecaille Future Gel Skin Foundation. My other color correcting favorite formula is Huda Beauty. I have Cherry Blossom and I have Pink Pomelo. These are my two favorites. These are really, really good as well. I also actually love the Huda Beauty concealer. The Luminous Matte Concealer is really good as well. So Huda just released 2 new shades, or a bunch of new shades. They have lighter shades. So if you find Cherry Blossom and Pink Pomelo are too dark for you, they have the lighter versions of these now. So that is excellent because these were the lightest shades, but now they have lighter ones, which we love. All right, now let's go into powder. So my favorite powders that I love that are from Sephora, and these are mature skin friendly powders. Okay, let's see. So if you have dry skin, my favorite setting powders or loose powders are going to be the Makeup by Mario. I have the shades Fair Pink and I have Neutral Peach, so 1 and 3. I love these. Fair Pink I love to use underneath the eyes or anywhere where I want any brightening. I love this to set my lids. Fair Peach I use all over my face. So these, they blur out the skin. They're very light and they're not fragrance and they're mature dry skin friendly. So these are my favorite. My second favorite, which is luxury, is going to be the YSL Hyper Blur Setting Powder. And I have the shade, which it looks white. This is translucent. They do have these in colors now at Sephora. They have like a lavender, I believe a blue one, a yellow one, and a deep one. So even though this looks white, when you first put it on, it can have a little bit of a white cast, but then it settles down. But this is a very nice powder if you have mature skin, if you have dry skin. It's very silky smooth, and it is beautiful under the eyes and all over the skin. For a pressed powder, I have two. I have a finishing powder, so you can never go wrong with the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Airbrush setting powder or finishing powder. I have the shade 2, which is medium. I love this for underneath my eyes, a quick touch up. This one you can never go wrong with. It is always beautiful. However, I do not like this to fully set like all over my face, especially in my T-zone, because it doesn't last very long. I will always get oil breaking through, but if you have dry, mature skin, this is perfect. Now I have the Dior Forever Nude Matte Filter Setting Powder in the shade 02 Light. I cannot use this underneath my eyes, but if you have large pores, you will love this. This is a beautiful matte formula. It's not like a super duper matte. It's matte with sort of a natural skin finish. It's blurring, it's setting, it looks gorgeous on the skin. It is gorgeous. My only complaint, there is a fragrance, and it's the same fragrance that they use in their foundations, but it is a beautiful powder. They do have a radiant version of this. I did not pick that up. I love this powder. It's so beautiful. Now, I do love the CL loose setting powders. What I love about these is that these are an SPF 30. These are great for touch-ups. These are great for setting the makeup too. They are a heavier formula. They're not really finely milled. But if you want extra SPF protection or to touch it up during the day as to reapply it, these are also beautiful and they're not drying. I would just say if you're going to use them under the eyes, be careful because they can be a little bit they can be a little bit heavy looking under the eyes. Now let's go into bronzers and contours. All right. If you have oily skin, I do love the Huda Beauty Easy Bake powders. These are pretty potent. So I wouldn't recommend these for dry skin, but they're great. Like if you have a special event and you want everything just to last and stay in place all day, these are great. They're also fun to play with. Those are fragrance too, but they do have fragrance-free versions as well, and you can buy them in the new minis. So let's go into powder bronzers really quick. So my favorite bronzers that are luminous are the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Bronzers. I have two here. I have the shade 110. This is more of my summer color. What I love about these is that they are luminous, but they're not like overly luminous or shimmery on the skin. They're very beautiful and they're so flattering, like they smooth out the texture of the skin. So I have shade 110 and then I have shade 100 for the winter time. So such beautiful bronzers. Love the packaging. You get so much in here. They will last you a lifetime. So for luminous, that is my favorite. For my favorite matte bronzer, I love the Dior Jumbo Matte Bronzer. I have the shade 30. I love this. I think it is beautiful. Great color just to give you that nice natural bronze. Two things I don't like about it. It's fragranced, which with the powders, it doesn't bother me as much as long as they're not right underneath my eye. And it hard pans very, very easily. So I've taken tape to this several times and that's the only thing. But I do love this bronzer. Now, with the fragrance of this, it smells like jasmine with a hint of rose, just so you know, and it is pretty strong in this as well. For a another matte bronzer, I have the YSL bronzer. So this is their, excuse me, All Hours Hyper Bronzer. I have the shade 3, which is Medina. And this is a nice bronzer. It smooths the skin. It's not drying. But I would say that this is more when you want that really warm, I just got back from vacation type of bronze. I have an alternative to this that was just released that I think is better than the YSL. YSL gets it for the packaging, but I did pick up the new Hun Bengo bronzer in Hardworking. I did pick up Straightforward 2, which is a little bit lighter than this one. And Hardworking works best for my skin. This bronzer is so beautiful. This is a very warm bronzer. This is like I just got back from vacation type of look. It's not a natural bronze. It's going to be a warm bronzer. So if you use the shade 3 in the YSL bronzer, Hardworking would be your shade. Now, these you have to go in gently because if you barely tap your brush in there, it picks up so nicely. These are soft on the skin, they're blurring, they blend out really easily. They're just gorgeous. You just have to like a warm bronzer for these, and it's like half the price of this. So very, very nice. And I think the packaging is nice too. It's this really pretty red. You have a mirror in here, and it's just really functional. I love it. The color Straightforward I tried was way too light, and I had to keep building it in order for it to show up on me. So I did return it. So those are my favorite powder bronzers, sold separately right now. Now for, I have a cream bronzer, and then we have contours. So for my favorite cream bronzer, I have the Christian Dior contour stick. I have the O2 tan. This is a beautiful cream bronzer, really, really pretty. The Dior sticks blend like a dream on the skin. They are so gorgeous, so beautiful. For a liquid bronzer, I love the Westman Atelier. These are the Sun Tone Bronzing Drops, and I have the shade Soleil Parfait 3 in the green. So what I like about these is they're not shiny like a Tin Man. They're matte, but they do have a slight luminosity to them. This color for me is perfect for a bronze tour, and it definitely looks really pretty in the summer. I do have to try it in the wintertime, but they are beautiful. Now this is over 6 months old, and I haven't used this for a while, and I'm gonna pick it up and start using it. It still smells good. Now the one thing I don't like is I think the packaging is messy. So messy. So that is a favorite liquid bronzer. Love that. Now for cream contour. I love the Westman Atelier cream contour. I have the shade Biscuit here. This is my winter contour. And I love the Dior O3 contour in medium. I love this too. This is a beautiful contour stick. So there we have those. For powder contour, I love the Westman Atelier blush duos. This is the Baby Cheeks Face Trace Sculpting Powder Duo. My favorite one is the one with Petal and Biscuit. I love these. I love these blushes, and I love this contour as a powder contour. Not as a bronzer, these are contours. So if you're using this as a bronzer, bronzer, it's not going to look right. These are meant to be contours for this duo. So I love this one. This is the most versatile one for me. When I want something like in my medium skin tone, like if I've gotten some color, I love the one with Tulle and Truffle. Truffle is going to be deeper than the Biscuit, but this is more of a summer one for me. But the Biscuit and Petal one works for me in the summertime too. I can build it up, but this is really, really pretty as well. So I love these Westman Atelier blush duos. This is the Face Trace, the Baby Cheeks and Face Trace Sculpting Powder Duos. I love those. Now, I did pick up their Baby Cheeks Powder Blush Duo. I picked up one, and I picked up the one in Coquette and Mimi. And this isn't the right shades for me. Now, I could use Mimi in this as a bronzer and it will work, but the blush is just way too light for me. I'll try it again, but this color story was not a good pick for me. I probably should have done the one with the sable blush. But either way, I love these duos. I think they're gorgeous. They look beautiful on the skin. They smooth out the skin. They're easy to work with. They last all day. They are just absolutely stunning. I love them. Pick them up. So that is blush and bronzer or contour right there. Now, another another palette that I have, which is fairly new, which I love, which goes with complexion, is the Mary Phillips Underpainting palette, so MPH. So I have the palette in light, and this is your highlighters, your color corrector, your contour, and your bronzer here. This is fabulous and definitely worth getting at Sephora if you're interested in this. Now, you can use this right before you put on your foundation. You can use it for after your foundation. I love it. My only thing with this is I wish they were refillable. They're not refillable, so when you run out of one, you have to buy a whole new palette. So they should really think about that. Now, I did buy the brush that goes with that. This brush is great for application, but not for blending. I would use your other makeup brushes for blending versus this one, just so you know. So that is it for contours, bronzers, face powders that you can get at Sephora. Now, let me talk about a full face palette because they just recently brought this back in stock. Hopefully it's still available for the Sephora sale. But if it's not, I would jump on this right now. So the Hourglass face palettes. The horse one is my favorite, and I am actually wearing it as a full face today. Bronzer, blush, eyeshadow. This is my favorite. I love this palette. Favorite Hourglass palette of all time. If you're my shade twin, pick this up. This is based for those light to light medium to medium skin tones. I love everything about this palette. I love every color in this palette. Oftentimes I'll mix the blushes or use them individually. Like today, I just took my brush and brushed it across Mood Exposure, and I think this is like Iridescent Rose. Sometimes I'll do this way, like use all three, or go this way and use all three and use the blushes. Love this palette. It is so good. It's my favorite. My second favorite would be the Swan palette. Now, I don't use this quite often. Maybe I'll use it more now that we're heading into winter, but this is more of a glam palette for me. Everything in this is shimmery except for the bronzer. The bronzer is cooler in this one. This is more of a contouring bronzer for me, but however, I love it. But all the blushes, the highlighter, and even the finishing powder in this one, they all have a lot more shimmer in them than the horse palette. This isn't an everyday palette for me. This is more like a glam one for me, especially if I'm going to use it as a full face or even just pick the blushes, but it is still pretty. I think it is gorgeous. And I have the Deer palette, which I don't even use. So this I'm saving off to the side that maybe I'll use it, you know, for when I just want a really light makeup look, or for like if I need to tone down some things. It's just nice to have around. My favorite things in this palette are the highlighter, the two finishing powders, and the Radiant Peach blush. This pink blush doesn't even show up on me. I have to build it, and the same thing with the bronzer. However, this wasn't created for my skin tone. This, they say, is created for fair to light skin tones, but I would lean towards more of the fair skin tones. And I will say that this one does pull warm, by the way. So as my theory was suggested, fair skin tones to light, maybe. Light to medium skin tones to medium. And this is medium to tan skin tones. And then, of course, we have the Fox palette, which is for those with deep skin tones. So I am going to adjust I have to plug in my light. It's going to die, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I'm not going to go over like my entire makeup collection as far as blushes go. I'm just going to pick out my favorite blushes right now and my favorite eyeshadows and my favorite highlighters. Because if I go over all my blushes, then we will be here all freaking day long. All right, so let me see here. I'm just picking them out. I'm sorry. Okay, so for favorite blushes that I reach for powder, and we'll do powders first. So favorite powder blushes, of course, are the Hourglass blushes in the palettes. The YSL blushes are my favorite blush formula. I particularly really love the matte formulas. And my two favorite shades are going to be Rose Haze, which is number 6. I love this. This is so pretty. This is kind of like a very soft, peachy nude color. It's not like a dark nude, because their peachy nude is pretty dark compared to this, and it's like a sort of like a darker, it's like a true peach, and then this is Rose Haze. So this is like the lighter version of this peachy nude, which is really pretty, but I love this. You could build this up pretty nicely, and it works even if I'm darker than what I am now, but Rose Haze is my absolute favorite. And then I have Hot Mauve, which is a newer release. It's shade number 23. This is so pretty. This is sort of a light pinky mauve and is so gorgeous. I love these. And out of all the YSL blushes, these two are my absolute favorite. These, you know, go with a lot more in my collection versus their other shades. So I love those two. Those are my two favorite shades, and these are the ones that stand out to me. Now for Dior, I love these Dior reformulated Backstage blushes. My two favorites are going to be Toffee. I love Toffee. This is more of that sort of nude with a gold shift in it. This does have shimmer. This is a pretty blush for summertime, or if you just want something that is nude with a little bit of shimmer. But however, the more you build this, the more shimmer you're going to get. Then I have Pink Lilac. I love Pink Lilac. It is so, so pretty and an unusual color. That's why I love Toffee. Now, in these matching formulas, I do love to top them with the Dior Rosy Blush Sticks. So I do have Pink Lilac here. It just adds a little bit more to the blush. And then I have Toffee here. I love to pair these together over the blushes for the lighter colors. Now, these Rosy Glow blush sticks, if you have oily skin, you are not going to like these. There is a nice way to apply these so they're not balmy on the skin, and you don't put them directly on the skin. You want to just take a brush and dab them on, but so pretty paired with these. If you apply these directly to the skin, or if you apply them too much and you're not using a proper technique, these will be really balmy and really oily on the skin, and your hair will stick to them. But I do love these as long as I apply them the right way and not the wrong way. Now, right now, for a favorite cream blush formula, I love these Charlotte Tilbury blush sticks. I'm not going to say the name because it's too long. My favorite color is Peachy Glow. Yeah, Peachy Glow. This is like the perfect peach. It is so pretty. What I love about these is they're a beautiful color. They're buildable. They don't give you a lot of color right away. They're easy to blend out. Also, they do have a little bit of luminosity to them, but they're not balmy on the skin. I think these are going to be beautiful for the winter time because of the formula. And then I have, is it Pretty Glow, which is sort of like that pink lavender color, which is also really, really pretty. So I love these. And then for a matte cream blush formula, Westman Atelier all the way. Favorite liquid blush formula is going to be the Huda Beauty blush filters and the Armani Luminous Silk blushes. Those are all gorgeous. So pretty. I have pretty much all the colors for the Huda Beauty blush filters, which I'll get more back into using those now that we're heading into the colder weather. For highlighters, favorite formula is going to be the Dior Luminizers. I have 3. So I have here Blue Strobe, which is so gorgeous and is going to be pretty for the winter time. This is so pretty. Don't let this color fool you. Oh my gosh, I love it. It's not a chunky glitter. It's very nice. It's more popping than the halos, but it doesn't look chunky. It's a very beautiful formula on the skin. I love this color. It has pink, it has blue, it has a little bit of lavender in it. It's so, so gorgeous. Really pretty as an eyeshadow too. My second favorite one is going to be Pink Strobe, which is so pretty. This has a really pink and gold shift to it. These are kind of like their multi-chrome highlighters, but they're not glittery, not chunky, and not beaming. This is so gorgeous. Love it. These are, sorry, I got cut off. I'm not sure where I was, but so the strobes are more of that multi-chrome. And this is so, so beautiful. Love it. They're not glittery. They're not beaming. They just look really beautiful on the skin. And then I have Nude Halo, which is also really pretty. This becomes one with your skin. If you're not a highlighter person, you don't like beaming highlights, you just want them to look really, really natural. These 3, so gorgeous, so gorgeous. And then my other favorite is going to be the YSL. Now, this formula and this color is so pretty. This is their Lavender Haze, and it is number 69. And this is so beautiful. So this formula isn't as elegant as the Dior, but this color is absolutely stunning. I swatched this in Sephora and I fell in love with it because, you know, I'm a sucker for lavender pinks, purples, and this is absolutely stunning. Love it. Lavender Haze, so beautiful. So it's on the cooler side, just like Blue Strobe is as well. So if you don't like cooler colors, you won't like this, by the way, but I don't mind cooler colors. All right, so we did blush, highlighter, eyeshadow. Eyeshadow, very easy for me, and I do have these on my wish list. I am not picking up that much from the Sephora Sale because I just don't need anything, as you can tell. I'm over the big eyeshadow palettes. I'm not going to be buying any more big eyeshadow palettes. I'm done. I'm going to do a declutter of some of my big eyeshadow palettes, by the way. My absolutely hands down favorite eyeshadow formula goes to Prada. I love the Prada eyeshadows. So I have Pansy, which is from their Hollow Nudes collection. This is my absolute favorite Prada palette. Love this. I have this one, which is called Primula. So this is also from the Hollow Nudes. This is for the deeper skin tones. Pansy is for medium skin tones. And then they have Peony, which is for fair to light skin tones, which Peony is on my list, but I'm debating on it because it is pretty light. So we will see. But I also have Pulse, which is the one with the hot pink. This is so pretty. I love Pulse. And then for like a everyday as well, with a pop of color, I love, this one is Portrait. This is the one with the lavender. And then the other one that I have on my list for the Sephora Sale is going to be Poetry, which is the green. So I have Peony, which I'll pop right here or over here. I have Portrait, and then I'm thinking about Pulse, but I think I'm going to hold off on Pulse, or not Pulse, Pulse. This is This is Pulp. I'm sorry. This is Pulp. The other one that I was thinking about getting is Pulse with the pop of orange. So I love these. So 2 of them I did buy with the cases. And then I bought the refills, and then I bought this thing from Amazon, which I'll probably get a bigger one because I'm probably just going to buy the refill of Portrait, just so you guys know, because it's $15 cheaper. But I would say at least get one with the case so you could pop them out, or just buy one of these eyeshadow palettes. And you can pop them in here to keep them from drying out, because when you buy the refills, they just come in a cardboard box. There's no plastic sheet over them protecting them. But so those are my favorite eyeshadows. I am going to pick up 1 or 2 of those from the sale. And then this other one from Natasha Denona is so easy. This is the Mini Eye Sculpt palette. I love this. This is so nice to have around. You can just create a look with this when you want something simple. Also, it's great to have around to, you know, if you need any of these colors, you know, to fill in some gaps that some of the palettes that you have don't have. Now, of course, you can get bigger nude palettes like this, which I have, you know, the Makeup by Mario neutrals, but it's so big that I don't really use that anymore. I love this because of the size of it, and the formula is stunning. I love this eyeshadow palette. So that's what I have for my recommendations for eyeshadows. Of course, you can't go wrong with Natasha Denona. I love Natasha Denona. Now for mascara, I love the Kulfi Batty Lash Tubing Mascara. And then what I'm wearing today is actually the Tower 28 mascara, Make Waves. I thought I had it here. I wonder what I did with it. It's not here. That's so strange. I just wore it today and I can't find it. Where is it? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But my other recommendation, oh, here it is. It's right in front of me. So the Tower 28 Make Waves mascara, I do like this too. This doesn't smudge on me. It doesn't flake. So this is a really nice mascara, and it's pretty affordable. And I love this brown color, which is called Drift. I love the wand on this. Now, if I do have a day where my eyes are puffy underneath, I will get some smudging on here. But other than that, this, such a great mascara. And then for tubing mascara, Kulfi Batty Lash all the way. Favorite mascara. I wish it came in brown. This gives me such beautiful volumized lashes for a tubing mascara. I've tried others and they just don't give me the best volume, but this lengthens and it volumizes. It's easy to apply. I love the brush. It's a silicone wand with a little ball tip to separate the lashes, and great mascara, and I love the affordability of those too. And then we have brow products. I went back to my Kosas Air Brow. I'm using the shade Taupe. Perfect color. I did try the Sephora Volumizing Brow Gel, and this is good too, but the colors are off for me. This one still remains my favorite. The Anastasia ones I do like, but they dry out really, really fast. So I went back to my Kosas. Now, I have a couple of setting sprays that I really, really like. I do like this Long Wear Blurring Setting Spray from Pat McGrath. So it is a mist. So this is going to give you a very nice blurring with a little bit of luminosity to it. I wouldn't say it's not mattifying. It's more of it gives you like this beautiful, dewy, blurred look to the skin. Not quite glass skin, but it's very lovely. If you have oily skin, you will not like this. If you want that glassy skin with your makeup to where it looks very glass-like and smooth and luminous, very dewy without looking oily, the Glass 001 setting spray is gorgeous. I like this for that glass skin look compared to the One Size Beauty Powder Melt. If you have dry skin, you would probably like the Powder Melt. I didn't like the Powder Melt for my skin. I would go for something more like the long wear blurring setting spray from Pat McGrath. But this is really pretty. I would say this is be better for evening time versus during the day. If you wear this during the day, it will look really, really luminous, but it is very cool if you wanted to try it out. Good time to pick it up. Also, Pat McGrath has pretty good sales, so you might want to check out her website. Now, if you were looking for something that is like gives you that natural matte and that is blurring and really sets your makeup, I love the Huda Beauty Easy Bake setting setting spray. So this is my go-to when I want my makeup to last all day, where I don't have to touch it up with powder. It blurs out my skin and it doesn't dry out my skin. What I love about all three of these setting sprays is they are not fragrance and they don't contain alcohol, so they don't dry out my skin. But this is my go-to when I want something to blur. I have the mini size. Now, I was thinking about trying out the Danessa Myrix, so I'm putting that in my cart, and then I will compare it to the Huda Beauty Easy Bake. But I do love this. I don't have any issues with my pump for this. You just have to make sure with all of these that you shake them really well, and especially this one, because if you don't shake it really well and you want to hold it at a distance from your skin, like 6 inches away, then you won't get the spurts. And then if you do get the spurts, I just let them dry and I have no issues with it disturbing my foundation. So I do love, those are my 3 favorite setting sprays. I don't use these often. I use them more for a special event. Now for lips, we have a bit of lips here. So for lips, so favorite lip treatments from Sephora are going to be the Ole Henriksen peptide or pout preserved peptide lip treatments. I have these in several different formulas. My newest one is the peach one, which was a limited edition. I love this one. I love the flavor. It's like a peachy citrus flavor, but it looks like a little bit orange here, but this is basically clear. Now they just released the vanilla bourbon one, which that is in my cart. So I love these. These are very hydrating, moisturizing. They don't dry out your lips. They're very cushy without feeling sticky. Love those. And then for my absolute favorite go-tos, these are my go-tos. The Edam La Chow Chow Lip Softening Balms. I have 3 of these. So this is my Guava Fresca. This is what I reach for the most and what I am wearing today. I love this. I love, love, love. So it's a pretty like warm pink color. And it does have the flavor of guava and the scent of guava. So these are going to smell just like the description. So this is Guava Fresca, so it smells like guava. I love the shade. This pretty much goes with everything. I love these. With these, what makes these special is that they do have enzymes in them, so they do gently exfoliate the lips, but they're also plumping and very moisturizing and hydrating. Now they did send me their new releases, which are, these ones have shimmer in them, and then we have Pain au Chocolat, which is a brown color, which I love this too, with a little bit of shimmer, and these have a gold or a bronze tube. So this is Pain au Chocolat, and it is a brown color, but remember, it is a lip balm, so it will sheer out. I've worn this, and it is so pretty, and it smells like milk chocolate. So if you don't like the smell of chocolate, then you won't like the flavor of this, but I don't mind it, and it is pretty light. And then the other one is called Croissant au Riviere or something. This is the very light one here that also has a shimmer. This is basically clear with a gold shimmer in it. So there it is right there. Very, very pretty. And this one has like a sort of very light hint of vanilla. And then I'm going to swatch Guava Fresca for you. So, and there's Guava Fresca. So those are the 3 colors that I have. I wanted to swatch them so you could see the new colors. I'm not going to swatch all my lip products, just mainly wanted to swatch the Edam ones because of the new colors. So there's those. And then my other go-tos. Now, as you see, a theme here is I really love like lip balms, lip glosses, lip butters. So Edam is my go-to. My second go-to are going to be the Dior Addict lip balms. So I have lavender glaze and pink glaze here. These are my two favorites. These have the most beautiful shimmers in them. So lavender glaze has like blue, pink, purple sparkles in it, and they just look so gorgeous on the lips. They feel good on the lips. They're very expensive, but I love them. I love them. And then for my go-to lipsticks lately, I have been using the Dior Addict with these are the lip shines. My favorites are 426, which is going to be, this one is Rodeo. This is a favorite color, so pretty. I love these because they are refillable. And then this is my newest one, which is 527, which is Atelier. So they both look similar. This is going to be more of a light pinky nude. And then this is sort of going to be like a deeper pinky nude. Love them. So pretty. And then I love the YSL lip products. So I have the Candy Glaze Lip Plumping Gloss. This is in the shade, I think nude something, but I love the lip plumping glosses. This is my favorite formula from YSL. They're very moisturizing, hydrating, and they plump the lips with some color. They do have a clear one, which is a great treatment too. These are going to be really good in the wintertime. They're so moisturizing and so hydrating. And I love the way that they plump up the lips, and the packaging is gorgeous. And then for glosses, I love the YSL Candy Glaze Lip Shine Lip Plumping Oils. These use ginger and I believe pepper to plump up your lips. Some people are really sensitive to these. I'm not sensitive to them. They don't burn my lips. I find them pretty gentle, but everyone is different. But I love these. These are my favorite lip plumping lip glosses. So pretty. I love the formula. And then I do have a Dior Lip Maximizer. This is my favorite color. This is Rosewood. I love this. I would say that these aren't really plumping. These are just more of a gloss. But I love this color. And these are my go-to lip products. For lip liners, I go to my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liners, either fair, original, or medium. I'm very simple. I love my Huda Beauty lip contours. I have Pink Nude, which I love that one. And then my new favorite for lip contour is going to be the Mary Phillips lip contour liner in Skinny Dip. That's what I'm pairing it with today with the Edam. And for my inner waterline, I love the Sephora brand Coconut 12-hour liner. This is really good to put into your waterline to brighten the eye and make it look bigger. I love this one because it's very natural and it stays all day. And it doesn't cause my eyes to get dry because I'm very sensitive to eyeliners because I do have dry eyes. So that is it for this video. What do you guys think? I know it's going to be a long one. Hopefully it makes it up. Please give this video a big like. Leave me a comment down below with your wish list for Sephora. And I will see you guys in the next one. I'm sending you all so much love and light. And I will see you very, very soon. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.